Hi, this is Brandon from Watches on You. Today we're at JB Hudson Jewelers taking a look at a very popular watch. This is the Rolex Submariner Date Two-Tone, also known as the Bluesy. Now first, again, I'd like to remind you we're here at JB Hudson Jewelers in Minneapolis, Minnesota, where this watch is available on sale pre-owned at a price of $12,700. I'll be dropping a link in the description to their website so that you can inquire about purchasing this piece or any other watches that are available on sale here. They have a wide selection of pre-owned watches as well as new watches from top brands such as IWC and Omega. Now let's kind of drop into the rest of this review. So as I said, this is the Rolex Submariner Date in two-tone gold, steel and gold. So this obviously is the blue version. There's a version that has a black dial and bezel as well, with the two-tone that is. And I tend to prefer the blue version, but some people prefer the black because it's a little bit more discreet. With two-tone, to me, it's even louder than just solid gold. That's kind of why I like this watch, especially with the blue dial. I think it looks very, very cool. And I mean, this isn't a watch you'd wear to a funeral or anything like that, but like, I don't know, if you're kind of out on the town, I think it'd be a really fun watch to have. And frankly, I think two-tone's kind of coming back with watches. I mean, you see Rolex, they released the new Sea Dweller in two-tone. I think that they're kind of banking on that trend coming back because for the past, I would say 20, maybe 30 years, two-tone really has been kind of out of style. And it's kind of coming back. It definitely was in style in the 1980s, so again, I think that those trends are coming back. And this is a great watch to kind of maybe invest in a little bit, considering that the price differential on the pre-owned market of the two-tone versions is not that much different than the steel versions, when in the new market there is a very large price gap between the two. So getting into the rest of this watch, obviously, if you're unfamiliar, this is the Rolex Submariner Date. It's got the same dimensions and movement as all the other Submariners, obviously with the exception of the No Date, which has a movement without a date. But as far as the Date Submariner, the Submariner Dates, it's exactly the same, again, dimensionally and with regard to the movement itself. So the movement in this has a 48-hour power reserve. It's the 3135 movement, very, very robust movement. Made by Rolex. It's fantastic. It's meant to be worked on, as I've been told by watchmakers, so it's really meant to last a long time. It's clear that with these movements, it's easy to find parts, it's easy to replace parts if need be. This is a watch that will last generations, and Rolex has been making their movements in such a way in that way for a long time. And this is just such a great watch, maybe to again invest in as that two-tone trend kind of comes back. And obviously on this watch you have the ceramic bezel insert, and it looks absolutely fantastic. It glistens a little bit more than the older models, which had aluminum bezel inserts. The sound of this bezel and overall feel is like no other watch on the market. It's just an absolutely crisp sound. I'll move the mic a little bit closer to the watch so you guys can hear it. But this watch is, I mean, absolutely, or the bezel itself is just absolutely fantastic. So as you could hear there, the clicks with that bezel are just, they're very, very loud. But it's loud in a good way. They're just crisp is a perfect word to kind of describe it. I really like how, again, they chose to do things, and the lockup is absolutely perfect with them. And obviously this is a pre-owned watch, and the lockup has completely held up. There's absolutely no shaking, which again, for $12,700, you should expect that. And it sounds and looks exactly as if it was a brand new model, and that's kind of exciting. And again, Rolex's quality over the past probably 20 years or so has just absolutely exploded, and it's gotten very, very good. Not that it wasn't good before, but it's just taken it to a whole nother level with their newer models, and obviously this is no exception. So now I'll try the watch on for a wrist shot. It's got a 40 millimeter diameter, which, as you know, is kind of my kind of optimal size. I really like to see watches around that because they really fit on anyone's wrist. And as you can see, my sweater kind of matches with the watch. And I have about a 6.5 inch wrist in circumference, just for comparison purposes. This watch you can really wear with a suit. You can wear it with basically anything. As you can see, it's very thin there. It will easily fit under a shirt cuff. I think it's fantastic. So again, if you like this watch, remember to like, subscribe, and share. And definitely check out the link in the description to JB Hudson's website. Thanks for watching.